Yo, what's going on, guys? Clay here with Top One Trader. Let's go over the weekly outlook video. First week of the month. I've been talking about this for the past few videos that this is the first week, first month of the last quarter of the year. I expect volatility in the markets to pick up tremendously for sure. And of course, with it being the first week of September, y'all probably, if you've been trading for any amount of time for sure would know that it's NFP week. So, but other than NFP, I like to start all these videos by, checking out the data. And other than that, it's pretty dead. So let's go in, let's take a look. We got employment. This is the standard Friday lineup too. CAD employment, unemployment, and then NFP and unemployment for the US. So let's take a look at the dollar. Let's take a look at CAD. Take a look at some yen pairs and really get dialed in on what might happen this week, right? So the last video I talked about Aussie US dollar, and this was right here on Monday. I was looking for a pullback, which we got, and it's so funny. We've literally finished the week almost not a little bit above where we started, but the markets have been super, super choppy. That's for sure, right? So you can see that Euro USD in this super tight range. This was the symposium for Jackson Hole, and literally all week we've been range bound, especially for these the dollar pairs. So if we take a look at GU, maybe you're seeing a pattern. And the reason why I'm pointing this out, this is the type of price action that I look for, like establishing a super nice trend, looking for the pullbacks in the trend, and then taking advantage of those, right? So, but we're not really seeing them. That is for sure, minus NZD-USD, right? And so I talked about this last week. This was a Friday. This was last Friday, and I said be on the lookout for potentially a move lower on NU. And out of all the pairs, if we really look at it, NZD is definitely showing a lot of weakness, and you can see this on a lot of these other NZD pairs. Not a big fan of NZD Swiss, but NZD JPY looks great too. You can see we're forming higher lows as we speak, right? So out of all the pairs that really I would focus on this week, I would really try to exploit this really significant New Zealand weakness that we got. If we can go, we're right at some key fib levels here too, so that's pretty interesting. Take a look at dollar CAD. Was holding. I had this box, this level of support, which it looks like we've broken through, retested. So it's Friday morning here right now. So we'll see where this closes for the market. But these are all showing dollar weakness. And if you take last but not least, let's take a look at gold. We're about to retest that previous all-time high of right about 3,500, right? So be prepared for some big volatility coming in the markets. We appreciate you guys. We got a big thing dropping soon. We haven't announced it yet, but something massive for Top One Trader. I know y'all are going to love. So let's get after it. Let's have an awesome week. Appreciate you guys. Peace.